Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on when you are listening to us. And welcome to another episode of the podcast of Material Business with Infinity Growth. My name is Monica Hernandez, your host, and I thank you very much for being tuned with us, for following us, and for sharing this information with everyone that like to listen and take it. Today we have a super special guest that I had the super big pleasure of meeting, Alec Groysman. And I, different from other podcasts, I won't introduce him because he has a lot of things that he will share with us. And one of those is a super great introduction. Alec, thank you so much for being with us here today.
Okay. Good morning. Good
Good
morning.
morning. Good
Yes.
morning.
Good morning, Monica. Yeah, thank you very much for inviting me this day, 27th of March, 1993, Monday. Yes. And you make great job. You
Oh,
invite
thank
in your
you.
podcast different scientists from all over the world, from different countries and various genders and various interests. Therefore, you make, in my opinion, dissemination of knowledge about corrosion and materials is very important for all people, from students, pupils, engineers, and scientists of different ages. Thank you.
My pleasure. This is exactly what we want to achieve. We want to reach as many people as we want and share as many things as we want and talk about all those things that are very important for everyone. We are human before being engineers or professors or students, and this is the humanness of the technicality. And I am super glad that you accepted my invite to share with our audience today.
Thank you. Yes, but I'd like to know that I'm usual person. Yes, not super. Yes, I am usual person as many of us. Yes, and you give such opportunity to deliver. Yes, to be familiar with many specialists from different countries. Thank you.
Thank you.
Do you want to know how did I come to corrosion? About my love to corrosion?
Absolutely. I can, I am super curious about all that journey of yours. So please go ahead.
Yes. I would like to say you that yes, I love corrosion, but after my love to my wife, Olga, and to my children, yes, Sasha and Donat, and his family, their families, and my grandchildren. Uh, Therefore, it's very interesting that we ought to talk a week ago, 20th of March. This is annual International Day of Happiness. These roses from my garden. I live at the north of Israel, 130 kilometers north to Tel Aviv. And this year, according to United Nations General Assembly World Report of Happiness, we are my country on the fourth, after Finland, Denmark, Ireland. I think that all that we do, yes, and today in this podcast, this is to make people more happy. And of course, if we talk about my love, I'd like to show you that I lived in Astrakhan many years ago. This is on the river Volga. When river Volga enters to Caspian Sea. And when I lived in this city, I began working in Astrakhan city in Central Research and Development Laboratory. But it is very interesting story because I feel I graduated have graduated from the Moscow Chemico-Technological Institute, named after Mendeleev in Moscow in the middle of 1970s. And my specialty was separation of isotopes and producing of pure substances. But Soviet authority didn't give job to me because I was Jewish. And they sent me to Siberia at -45. But when I came back to the city of Astrakhan because my young wife lived in this city, I'd like to work in the university, but local university, technical university, the rector of this university said that no, we didn't give job to Jewish. Therefore, I went on the streets and read different signboards and names of organization, and I read Central R&D Laboratory of Oil and Petroleum Products. I entered this building and saw the name of Rzhavsky. Rzhavsky was the head. This is Rusty in Russian. I said, I'm Jewish. He said, no, I cannot give you job in isotopes, but we need a person who know how to paint the tank in tank farms. I thought that this is for only a month. As you see, yes, I worked in corrosion, protection of corrosion, paints, and so on during 47 years. The first 16 years were very important and very interesting for me. And I entered and I dived in this role. One of them, yes, I'd like to show you our vapor corrosion inhibitors that I researched for protection of inner surfaces of above ground storage tanks containing fuels. And these corrosion inhibitors are organic compounds that can sublimate from a solid phase to a gaseous phase under normal conditions. I received very strong physical-chemical education, and I knew well thermodynamics, kinetics, and surface chemistry, and physical, organic, and organic chemistry. And I learned that people came to learn, to study, to research corrosion and materials from different disciplines, mostly or metallurgists, material science, but at that time, in 1970s, I came as chemical engineers, and I studied the history that the first corrosion inhibitors, vapor corrosion inhibitors, was invented by American Jewish chemist Aaron Wachter in 1943 from the company Shell for US Navy, because US Navy had many cannons, and the first shot was blank shot, dry shot, and of course enemy could detect this ship. Therefore, inner surfaces should be protected by some for some way. And Aaron Wachter detected the cyclohexylamine nitride, and we detected that these corrosion inhibitors, vapor corrosion inhibitors, could be used for protection of inner side of above ground storage tanks. And we used many of these this way to protect inner side of above ground storage tanks above fuels. Then we researched also only two examples I'd like to show you: aluminum metallized coatings for tanks containing fuels. And we invented, together with one institute in Moscow, a robotic system for automatic application of aluminum coating on tank sheets from both sides. How are tanks erected? You know, these are sheets, yes, that were welded. And I researched, investigated the history of aluminum metallized coatings. And the first was Max Ulrich Schaub, engineer from Zurich, Swiss. And his invention in the beginning of the 20th century was very interesting. This year, we celebrate 120 years of thermal spray, and this invention was based on his observation of his children shooting with flubber guns in the garden, where the lead bullets formed splats on hitting the wall. And I wrote about this in my first book, Corrosion for Everybody. Another legend is that Max Ulrich Schaub was hunter, and in hunting he also saw as these lead bullets form splats when hitting the tree. We investigated porosity, adhesion, bending, content of aluminum oxide in coating, and accelerated tests. But what is interesting, in Zurich lab and his lab shop, it was written, inventing means 1% of inspiration, 4% illusion, and 95% is transpiration. This is very important for our young generation, students, scientists, and engineers. I appreciate this engineer shop, and this process sometimes is called shopization. I behaved as a child with a toy. Do you know what is the difference between behavior of a child and an adult?
No.
Yes. Swiss psychiatrist Carl Gustav Jung defined the children dismantle the toy world and enter all small things. And this is exactly that I did in my laboratory. This was the first corrosion laboratory in Astrakhan, in oil and gas fuel industry. The adults search the relationships between different parts. This is exactly that I do now. And I repatriated to Israel in 1990, 33 years ago, and I began in Oil for Oil Refineries Limited company, working in Central Research and Development Laboratory in Astrakhan. I visited nearly all tank farms and gas stations in all 15 republics of the former USSR. And this gave me wonderful experience during 16 years living in the former USSR. In Haifa and Ashdod, we had 2 refineries in Israel, and I began working for research and development in oil refining industry, created corrosion and materials laboratory. Then parallel, I dealt with education, teaching in Technion. This is as Israeli Institute of Technology, different universities in Tel Aviv, engineering colleges in Israel. And what is interesting, we created immediately in 1992, Israeli Corrosion Forum that is very active up to now. I was very active in dissemination knowledge about corrosion and participated in European NACE AMPP now conferences. This is one of example of my corrosion monitoring method at the overhead of refining industry, refinery. This is the heart of each refinery, atmospheric column, and this is air cooler. All the air cooler and heat exchangers, condensers. As you see, red points, corrosion probes, 2 types of corrosion probes. This is electrical resistance probes and coupons. We compare, and all these was described in my papers and the first book, Corrosion for Everybody. We also were, I think, the first who created this corrosion monitoring in 2 refineries and at other units too. And we dealt with famous companies in US, Rorbeck Kazaska Metal Samples, and Cormon in England. I have many examples, but I think we stop here.
For sure. No, that's a really great introduction. So you did a lot of first things, and I think a lot of the things that we are using today in corrosion monitoring, they develop out of that. So thank you so much for your dedication and hard work.
Yes, not problem. Yes, with my pleasure.
So let's move into the next question,
yes.
perhaps. What's the motivation? I know you have so many books and then you've published in different languages and different approaches. So what's the motivation for books and different languages so we can reach other people?
Yeah, it's very interesting. My mother was a teacher of mathematics. My wife is a teacher in chemistry. Therefore, I live all time with teachers, but I didn't like teaching. I know it's very difficult. Yes, but at some stage after 20 years of working in the industry, yes, I felt that I know much. And I also, as adult, began to connect, intersect, interact with different subjects, different disciplines. And I thought how to deliver corrosion subject in attractive form. And I began looking for corrosion and connect and interact with art, with history, music, with love, with humor, with philosophy, and even with sex. I can say that yes, all these connections, I have different lectures and I deliver them at Eurocore conferences. For example, corrosion in art in London, corrosion in history in Italy, corrosion in music in Scotland, corrosion in love in France, of course, in Nice. In corrosion and humor, yes, in Montpellier in France, corrosion and philosophy in Moscow, corrosion and sex, where? Of course, in Germany. I delivered in different universities and colleges in three languages, English, Hebrew, and Russian. And about 15, 20 years ago, I went to decision to write corrosion for everybody, that all peoples who deals with corrosion, not to say, because I saw many people say this is very nasty phenomena. No, this is beautiful. This is interesting phenomena. Therefore, I wrote the first time in this textbook. This is general textbook in corrosion. Yes, after many my courses in universities, because parallel I taught in different universities in Israel and in engineering colleges. The last chapter 6 exactly is dedicated to humanitarian aspects of corrosion science and engineering. And I thought I began writing in Hebrew, but my rector said, Hebrew, how many people in Israel will read this book? Yes, and I wrote in corrosion for everybody in English 13 years ago. What's very interesting, Nace, yes, rejected this book, but Springer immediately published this book on 365 pages. I said the last chapter for intelligent people who deals with art, painting, sculpture, music, philosophy, and so on. This year, about 3 years ago, before COVID, the institute, Israeli Institute of in Energy and the Protection of Environment, made survey among engineers, scientists, students over the Israel, and they decided all 100% said we'd like to read not in English, we'd like to read on our native language in Hebrew. And during these 3 years, I wrote this book on 750 pages. You may see this, yes, very big and very, 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 I think, very heavy. Yes, very heavy book. Yes, and you may even smile, Monica, but I'd like to remember you. The Bible was written in Hebrew. Now our Bible in Hebrew was translated into 700 languages. Therefore, I hope this book. Now I ask for my colleagues in United States, Canada, Germany, in the Netherlands, England, Belgium, Italy, Spain, Russia, Czech Republic, Slovakia, and all in Kazakhstan. They all say that we'd like to have our corrosion textbook in our native language. Each person, I think that it is very important that each country should have this book in their native languages. This is my two other books, and I think that one of them, yes, Monica now began providing the contest for beautiful, the best figure picture on corrosion and materials. And I hope not only this, if the participants, this is the first time that I announce you, if the will be more than 100 participants, I will give 2 books. If will be more than 300 participants, I will give all 3 books. And 400, the fourth, will be in Hebrew, if you want.
Oh,
Okay.
Alec, that is such a nice talk, and thank you very much. So let's remind our audience, there is a contest because the Corrosion Awareness Day is coming very soon. It's coming on April the 24th. So
Yes.
we always like to celebrate it. And this year, thank you to Alec, we have a very special gift to all of you. And he just announced an even bigger prize if we have a lot of participants in the contest. So to read all the contest guidelines and participation, you can read it down below. We'll put the links into it, but it's very easy. You only have to snap a shot of a day-to-day article that is corroded, and then make the link, like Alex said, between, and now I remember Carlos too, he said, the beauty and the beast. So let's make that connection on the corrosion and an everyday article, a snapshot. It doesn't have to be super camera. You can snap it with your phone, upload it, and you will be entered into the contest.
Okay. And the motto of all my books, this is prevention is better and cheaper than a cure.
Absolutely.
This is the motto of my all books, yes, for corrosion and corrosion control. And I'd like to show you only several examples, yes, what I wrote and in my books, yes, textbooks, and how I begin my courses in corrosion from the Mendeleev's periodic table of the elements. You know, we have now 118 elements. Yes, Mendeleev did not invent this table. He discovered the periodic law of chemical elements, not table, because many tables were before. And Mendeleev, I have graduated from the Mendeleev Institute, University of Chemico-Technological. Therefore, I know well. Yes, he discovered this law in 1869. When we see all this table, we reveal that more than 85 elements, about 75%, all these metals, and 80 are non-metals, and only 6 semi-metals. We deal with all these metals. What is common, general, for these metals? They can be oxidized, but when they meet non-metals, okay? This is young Mendeleev, Dmitry Ivanovich, and all people think that he was, this is picture when he revealed this law. No, he was young, only 35. Yes, this is in 1907 when he passed away. This is his real picture. Now I'd like to show you about prediction of corrosion metals. I know we have several minutes to show you that thermodynamics and kinetics, people come to corrosion in materials from different disciplines. And because I am originally a chemical engineer, I have strong background in chemistry and different subjects of chemistry, inorganic, organic, physical chemistry, surface chemistry, and chemical thermodynamic studies, the spontaneity of chemical reactions. We'd like to know if this metal with media, water or oxygen will react to know. Can we predict a particular metal will corrode under specific conditions? And thermodynamics gives us response. This is reactance, you know, is a little bit, yes, we enter the river of thermodynamics with reaction products. Yeah, and we know that Gibbs, Josiah Wheeler Gibbs, was the first who suggested this formula to detect if delta G, this is the difference between changes of energy of Gibbs, of energy of different chemical substances, of products and reactants. If these changes will be more about than zero, the reaction will not occur. If yellow, this is equilibrium. In zero, less than zero, the reaction may occur. This is also for corrosion. This is a traffic light. Yes, you may on the red go. Yes, you should wait for change of light, and you should go. But what is interesting, this is similar that you come, guy come to a girl and said, I love you. Oh, I love you too. This reaction and love can occur. I don't love you, he says. I love you, she answered. I don't love you. Now, reaction in love between this metal and meteor cannot occur. But when he comes and say, I love you, I don't know what to do. Oh, he well, can change temperature, give her flowers, to talk to her friends, to invite to a restaurant, and so on. We can change in temperature, reaction, concentration of reactant of products, and to change also this reaction. This is the Yale University where Gibbs worked. I love him. No, after my wife. Yes, and I can say that it's very interesting. This is the only university over the world where you may read in Hebrew or Vetamim, Urim Vetamim, Lax et Veritas, light and truth. This is exactly that we should remember. And I give in my book several examples of prediction of corrosion metals when iron with water can react, and gold with water and copper with water cannot react, you see. Yes, but copper with water and oxygen can react. It is very important. You see delta G minus. What do you say about corrosion rate? Corrosion rate. If anybody will answer, yes, in several days to you, Monica, I'll give my book. Yes, what can you say about what is -9 and minus this reaction? Where is corrosion rate is bigger? Okay. Now my reply, the thermodynamics allows us to determine which reaction will not happen only. And however, even for possible reaction from thermodynamics, there are kinetic restrictions, and we cannot define viability. Even when aluminum, titanium, magnesium, yes, have delta G changes of Gibbs energy less than lower, they cannot react because of kinetic restrictions, formation of stable, metastable layers. Now I see that we have no much time, yes, therefore I'd like only to show you that when we talk about corrosion phenomena, the stochastic chaotic processes, and when energy of system against the direction of the reaction, we may see this is stable condition. This is metastable or passive. Passive, you see, this is non-stable. Even changes of temperature, concentration, pressure can change exactly. Chlorides and other anions, yes, can change this situation. And usually there are no satisfactory kinetic corrosion models, and I'd like to talk a little bit later about this.
Fantastic. Alec, that is, we need to find a way of sharing more of that, and then I'll invite the audience to keep posted, because I'm sure there is going to be many more opportunities to come and hear from Alec. That is for sure. All right, so let us go into the next question. How have you seen the corrosion industry evolving in the last 10 years? And what are the challenges ahead of us in that realm? You have been in the industry, you have been in the academia, investigation, you have a very well known and understood. You are in a good position to have perhaps give us some ideas on what are the challenges that are going to come.
All your questions, Monica, are wonderful. I like them because they, yes, show the vision, wide vision in different objects and subjects. One of scientists and engineers, Adeliano, who invented anodic protection in 1954. He went after academia, he went to industry and didn't attend 15 years different conferences. After 15 years, he attended one of conferences on corrosion, listened to all presentation lectures and said, oh, nothing changed. I can say that our development involving very easy. I deal with corrosion since 1976, yes, and many I visited and took part in many NACE MPP, Eurocore conferences in the different countries. I can say that development is very, not so and evolving, not so high as we wanted, because corrosion culture does not change. But corrosion management was developed. Yes, corrosion industry is not keeping up after corrosion science. I'd like to show only the development of corrosion management. Corrosion management, planning actions in corrosion control, corrosion monitoring, knowledge transfer, education, study each accident, communication, publication of minutes, regular inspection, maintenance, element of change, and of course, foreseeability with different documentation and standards. I will define that human factor is responsible for all these corrosion management is 65–90% for all corrosion cases, for all corrosion failures, human factor. Yes, and what is interesting, for example, several examples that I'd like to show about the evolving plasma electrolytic oxidation or micro-arc oxidation. Yes, this is electrochemical surface treatment of generated oxide coatings on metals, micro discharges on the surface immersed in electrolyte on aluminum, magnesium, titanium. And in Israel, we may see how this plasma electrolytic oxidation is used for creation, for producing different coatings on aluminum heat exchanger for desalination plant. Another example, antibacterial surfaces or antimicrobial additives with biocide release. This is self-cleaning coatings were developed. And I said that biocide, natural biocides are used too. For example, buffalo. Another example, this is shark skin mimetics, because one of mimetic antifouling coatings is inspired by the surface of shark skin, which consists of nanoscale overlapping plates, parallel ridges, effectively prevent sharks from fouling even when moving at slow speeds. This is a picture of my students who now works in the United States. Sharks are resistant to fouling organisms in the water, including algae and barnacles. And now engineers and scientists can create such coatings for protection and mitigation of corrosion in different environments. About challenges, I can say that I don't like to give different predictions. And history of science and technology showed the development was unpredictable. One of famous historians, Israeli historians, who lives in Jerusalem, Yuval Noah Harari, he wrote 3 books. One of them, A Brief History for Tomorrow. Then he wrote this book in 2 languages, and I read twice, in Hebrew and in English. He wrote that people, humans, now, like Homo Deus, we can all. And he wrote also that we finished with big wars. And 3 years ago, we saw now big wars began in the center of Europe. I phoned him and said, your prediction is failed. Your prediction failed. Therefore, yes, I don't like predictions. But as you see, what is very important from Yuval Noah Harari, that Homo sapiens is the only species on the earth capable of cooperating flexible in large numbers. This is very important, that corrosion engineers, corrosion scientists cannot work alone today. And I show that we work today with many different objects, subjects, disciplines, okay? And I wanted to show you about next that I began connect corrosion with process safety for different industries. This is very important. For example, in refining industry, we have 700 oil refineries, 150 types crude oils over the world. That's the role of corrosion management and process safety will be increased if we begin dealing with these. People who work in process safety do not know corrosion. People who work in corrosion do not work well process safety. But as you see, corrosion results in fires, explosion, release of dangerous chemicals, toxic chemicals, and process safety is disciplines. It deals also with all this prevention of all these problems. Therefore, corrosion process safety, connection, interaction should be increased and ideal. What with that? What about creation of corrosion models? It's very interesting that corrosion models creation of them is similar to building weather models. You know that weather constantly changing state of the atmosphere and corrosion constantly changing state of a metal environment system. Therefore, I say the specialists will continue building predictive models of general and localized corrosion, but without success. This is like prediction of duration of humans' life. Anybody can predict how long will each person live? No. Yes, before our interview, yes, and meeting, I asked for several companies, big companies, as Honeywell, BP, and other companies about their models. They have prediction models, but they work only for their very, very narrow purposes. And I think that it's very, the prediction of corrosion behavior, this is like birth exchange of history, or like prediction of birth exchange or history. There is no prediction in history. The past cannot be the basis for the prediction of the future. This is exactly, Monica, what do you see here?
An apple.
No, this is wrong. You see the image of apple. This is apple.
For sure.
You cannot eat these. I can eat.
Yeah.
Okay? This is the same as prediction. Therefore,
For
I
sure.
see degree of uncertainty will remain. Okay? Of course. Here I'd like
Alec,
to.
yeah, that really is amazing. And you are, every single point that you touched is exactly what I have been preaching for 20 years. So we need to make better decisions. We need to manage better. We have the tools, we have the experts, we have the technology. We need to integrate those systems for this to work in a better way. So it is really enlightening, and I am really happy that we are, and like you said, we think alike, and I really am very grateful when I find people that share my passion,
Yes.
because every single one of the incidents and accidents that are caused by corrosion, if we learn to manage it better, we can prevent those. Absolutely.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so let's go to the next question then. So if you go to the next slide,
Yes.
what do you think we have to do as professionals? I like this question. To extend the ladder to next generations, how can we help new guys and gals coming into this realm of corrosion discover the beauty that is in it all?
Yes. Uh, all your questions once again, yes, I appreciate, because I think in the same manner, by same manner, yes. And first, improve corrosion management culture. Improve, yes, and this is very large aspect. Searching for the ways how chaotic corrosion process result in failure. This we should attract mathematicians. Without mathematicians, we will not be able to evolve new models. Then we should change the relationship of society to corrosion, where exactly as we change the relationship of society to health, to happiness, to the environment, protection of the environment, we solve all corrosion problems with no materials in media. New materials and new hostile media appear as a result of development of new technologies. Here is some new problems: new oil and gas deposits, alternative fuels and biofuels among them, synthesis and new chemicals and drugs, new materials for servicing new energy systems, biomaterials, metal artifacts and the works of art, aging infrastructure, prognosis, creation of corrosion models. These problems, yes, are very important for us, for new generation. We build this ladder. Anti-corrosion measures do not guarantee full prevention, mitigation, protection from failure. Why? Because the second law of thermodynamics, the entropy increases all the time of the universe. As the former president of France, Georges Pompidou, said, we do not solve problems, we live with problems. Okay,
I love it.
and now I'd like to show you that my investigation showed that corrosion events occur every 2-3 days. Yes, every two. This is my pictures. A number of corrosion problems is increasing in the last 25 years. Why? Because of introduction of new process. All time, yes, we see this in all industries, especially in oil, gas, refining, petrochemical and chemical industries. For example, now we organize this corrosion section in the 15th Mediterranean exhibition and Congress at the end of May in Barcelona, of the all countries of Mediterranean Sea. Some universities of colleges remove corrosion causes. I checked, yes, before several years, Materials Performance Journal published all the list of universities, colleges where corrosion causes were. I checked, I made this checking. I wrote during the last 10 years, all these universities, yes, about corrosion causes. I think about 50% remain. Now, corrosion engineers were replaced with consultants. Yes, and the last corrosion specialists retire and are not replaced. I know well, all my colleagues who retired, yes, no, there are no knowledge transfer. What is important? To organize, to create legislation in the field of corrosion management. This is my proposal that I propose at all conference, to establish penalties for the lack of anti-corrosive preventive actions and corrosion monitoring. And of course, education and knowledge transfer. 75% of all corrosion failures happen because of insufficient information, communication, interaction, and knowledge. It is important to transfer tacit knowledge. What is tacit? You know to read, yes, in all encyclopedia and books, that in our heads, there is knowledge that we have only in our heads. And it is different to put this knowledge, yes, and experienced specialists should give this knowledge. I call this basic knowledge. Now, to organize teaching of educators, I know, unfortunately, many educators who cannot know how to teach. Even they do not know what they know and what they do not know. And the last, not last, yes, but I'd like to show you who should learn corrosion in industry: chemists, electrochemists, mechanical engineer, metallurgist, energy engineer, chemical, petroleum, biotechnology, environment, civil engineer, materials engineer, microbiology, electrical engineer, and of course, it's important to teach managers. Several times I push managers and interdisciplinary studies. How to teach managers? Yes, I organized at our refinery company. I showed each year what is the corrosion cost at oil refinery. Yes, and I show what is the losses, corrosion losses, direct and indirect. Yes, and I show that this is, for example, for 1 year was 35 millions. 35 millions for one refinery. This is big refinery with capacity 12 billion tons crude per year. This is each person in refinery, in staff, yes, they lost this money. Then improve corrosion education in industry. Give pedagogical skills to scientists and engineers to be an educator. My personal experience and vision: creation of blocks, of textbooks in curricula for categories of workforce at different industries as we create Lego. As we create 5 categories, I emphasize: educators and teachers, students at schools, colleges, universities. The third, young engineers and scientists with experience less than 5 years, experienced engineers and scientists with experience of more than 5 years. Every several years, we should give them as teachers, as doctors, and of course, managers of different levels. This is very important. Corrosion basics should be obligatory. This is very important point for all industries. Thank you.
Alec, it is so incredible because everything that you said, it really makes, it makes absolute sense. And again, I have been saying this for so many years. And one of the things that always stands out is how we lack of, like we have been saying, the connection between the norms and the countries or the laws. What we do that is mandated because we know we go by the easiest way. If we don't have to do it, likely we won't do it. And it is very sad because we could gain so many things, but besides of anything, we can transfer all this knowledge to all these blocks that you have put in there. It is a very interesting proposal. And yeah, I am hoping we can develop into that and as much as we talk about this and as much as we disseminate this message, then that it gets into ears that want to hear and want to help us move this ahead. So we have perhaps time for a last question, I think. Oh, no, there is a little bit of coming up, but the next question will be, what is your message then for the audience? What is your message for people that are listening to us, young generation, people that are getting into the industry as we speak? What is your message for everyone?
This is very important that I all time I say to my students, to young engineers, young scientists, and who begin working in this field, to read, read, and read. Only books and articles that are recommended and peer-reviewed. Be careful with internet. Yes. Yes. Please, students usually, yes, this is very easy. This is very simple. Yes, to open, to press, yes, and you know all that is written. The internet is box, yes, of good and wrong, with correct and not non-correct. Therefore, yes, I recommend to read only books and articles, papers that are peer-reviewed. Be open-minded. Don't take everything for granted. Don't believe. Check and examine. I said to my students and young engineers who come to my lab, yes, please, you are now colleague of mine. Your colleague, you discuss. Yes, don't believe me. Check all that I say. Ask many questions, please. Okay, and this is very important. How to encourage education in the field of corrosion. This was made question that I asked for many, many years. This is the same as to ask, why do we live? Do you know, Monica? This is very important question. Why do we live? Because we are looking for beauty. Beauty in every stage and step of our life. You may see, wow, I see the beautiful woman, beautiful man, beautiful child, beautiful flower, beautiful film, movie, beautiful painter, and so on, sculpture. We are looking for beauty in our life. Therefore, I connected corrosion with beauty. I showed in all my development, in all my lectures, that corrosion is a beautiful subject. For example, this is the picture of my picture, yes, of rust formed in gasoline tank. After 60 years, you may see this is scanning electron microscopy magnification with 3,500. What do you see? Oh, this is brain. This is exactly the brain of Salvador Dali. No, not brain of his. This is the brain. This is head. Rafaelescu head exploding, which Salvador Dali painted. This is another picture. This is rust formed on the carbon steel in water after 7 days. Do you like this picture, Monica? No.
I love it.
Oh,
I
do. When you see by means of scanning electron microscope with magnification 7,500, you may see common denominator beauty, and you may compare with dahlia, with this wonderful flower. Please compare these. And what is interesting, that I see corrosion as art in every step of my life. This is from exhibition The Swan Song in Tel Aviv 10 years ago. This is from rusted pier from Tel Aviv, the Mediterranean Sea. You may see the picture by Yoram Reshev and Rafi Pellet. And what do you see? This is one of pictures that were in the exhibition, Corrosion as Art, in our Tel Aviv Museum. You may see that rusted carbon steel in the Mediterranean Sea. Yes, this is veins. The veins tensed. Several days, several hours remain to live. Yes, of different colors, red, brown, yellow, blue, and so on. This is very fun, very nice picture, and you may compare with art. What is very important to say to young people, imagination is worth more than knowledge. And several aspects I'd like to show you about corrosion in humor. For example, humor is very important in our life. Corrosion rate is the definition of corrosion rate is the reciprocal value of the time it takes a corrosion engineer to remain on duty. Another one, do you see the Iron Lady? Yes, many people know her as Margaret Thatcher, but even Iron Lady needed an umbrella, a good means against atmospheric corrosion. And impeachment attack, you see the holes by escaping steam from cracked tube in brass tube. What is you may compare with impeachment attack is a localized attack related to high velocity. As you know, this is unexpected, surprising, sudden event. And insight into the future, education takes a primary role. Corrosion. Education is necessary to differentiate with writing good books on different languages, atlases and museums for corrosion damages, creation of these, computerized bank of corrosion failures and experts, and plan standards in the field of anti-corrosion protection and corrosion monitoring. Each plant in each industry should be created. And now I'd like to show you how corrosion is connected with music. This is Alexander Porfiryevich Borodin, was a famous composers. Yes, he was also chemist. Yes, but we know him as composer, and he created opera Prince Sigurd. I'd like to show how, by means of his music, Olovetsky dances, to show how can we describe uniform general corrosion. You may see new metallic equipment in structures by means of different equipment, ships with good paintings, decks, bridges, different tube pipelines. They are well protected from environment. Preventive anti-corrosion measures at the stage of design are carried out well. Different sacrificial anodes from zinc are applied for ships, and good paintings are carried out for cars and wells and so on. Effective coatings, cathodic protection were applied, were used for offshore treatment. Wonderful anti-corrosion paintings and coatings resisting atmosphere in seawater. The environment is well protected against spillage. Different coatings inside and outside against atmospheric corrosion, and also bottoms are protected by impressed current, cathodic protection. New cars with beautiful anti-corrosion coatings. These cars look beautiful because there are no corrosion failures. There are no rust. All structures, vehicles, and mechanisms are beautiful. These bridges, these airplanes, these reactors, devices are made with corrosion-resistant materials and new alloys. Protective films are on stainless steels, titanium, nickel, and cobalt. Different dental implants, surgical instruments, ear replacements, and stainless steel utensils are used from these metals and alloys because they have protective films. Copper dome with patina, Madame Tisserand, galvanized steel, and in Jerusalem, gold roofs are protected well, and they look well, wonderful, we enjoy. But these pictures, we enjoy by beautiful metals and coatings. But aggressive variables exist in the environment: oxygen, water, acids, temperature, pressure, flow, bacteria, and metal is not indifferent, is not apathetic, is not inert and inactive. Metal begins to react with them. Coatings fail. You see, this is rusty. Yes, roof, storage tank, box, chips, the rest, general localized corrosion. And corrosion jabulates. Heat exchanges fail. This is bottom ground storage tank. Heat exchanges because of the logical. But corrosion, suitable material, and design are carried out well. At the stage of design, equipment may remain in good condition.
Go ahead.
Knowledgeable specialists and corrosionists among them. Therefore, I trust in Rust. Thank you, Monica.
Alec, thank you very much. It was wonderful having you in our podcast. To our listeners, keep on listening. I'm sure we'll have a lot more to chat about and perhaps develop with Alec. It is absolutely interesting. He has a lot of wealth on knowledge, and I am very grateful that you decided to come into the podcast and you are sharing a lot of your thoughts and investigations and results. And like I said before, we really think the same way. We need to improve management practices, and that will help us really go where we need to go in this realm. So thank you very much. I just wanted to mention one thing, and it is about the contest. For the pictures, we'll have a panel that is going to help us on the decision of the winner. And do you want to let me tell the audience before? So it will be obviously Felipe, myself, Alec, and we have, do you want to go back to the picture, Alec, where you had the Rust?
Yes, of course.
Tel Aviv. And then we can show the audience for the ones that are there you go. For the ones that are listening to Shopify or any of the audio, I really encourage you to go in looking at YouTube, because we have this beautiful image. So Yoram has gracefully said yes to be part of our contest, and we are so grateful for that, because he has all the experience, not only as a photographer professional, but also he has created all these beautiful collection of corrosion, and with Rafi, of course, but he was part of it, and he will be on the panel to look at your pictures and your entries and decide the winner. So thank you so much. And I thank Alec publicly, because he made this connection happen. He introduced us to him, and then introduced our little project, and he was kind enough to jump in and say, yeah, of course. So I really am grateful for all your support, for being such a wonderful, you say you're not, but you are a wonderful person and individual and scientist and a teacher and coach. Thank you very much for being here with us today, and to our audience, keep on post. I will have so many more things that we want to talk about, and thank you very much for following us and then for making this community bigger. Thank you.
Thank you.